Hello there, lovely people. This is me, Ashley, here, sending my love to you from whatever reality I'm in today to whatever reality you find yourself in. Well, I'm sorry, but this is actually going to be a bit of a rant, this one, because quite frankly, I'm pissed off. In fact, I'm massively pissed off. I went on to, I don't do naming channels and things, and it's not his fault. In fact, it kind of is his fault, but I went onto a bigger channel earlier on in the week, and this person was going on about the club of the Sagittarius arm of the Milky Way. Now, I've tried to get across to people that, it's not just people from the Sagittarius arm of the Milky Way that have been affected by the Mandela effect. And to that, I got quite a lot of people when I mentioned this. It's not just, Sag people. Loads of people jumped on saying about how, well, it's mainly Sagittarius people. Well, excuse me, it isn't mainly Sagittarius people. Do you know why? Because there is no fucking Sagittarius. There is no original Orion. I say I'm an original Orion. You say you're a Sagittarius. But there is no frigging Milky Way. We're Mandela affected. How on earth can we still be thinking that there is a Milky Way for us to be frigging jumping up and down? I mean, earlier on today, where I started off differently from the Sagittarius arm of the Milky Way, I started off on I'm an original Orion, sharing the same changes that you did from a different part of the Milky Way, allegedly. Now, where I came from, I was 1/3 up the Milky Way on the outer rim. Then we moved to halfway up the Milky Way on the inner rim. Then we moved back down. In fact, I only made a video, I think it was today, actually, where I was mentioning the fact that we were further back down the Milky Way again, where we started, and now we're 2/3 up the Milky Way. So within a day, we've jumped from part way up the Milky Way to 2/3. From a third to 2/3 up the Milky Way. So stop with the bollocks about we're all from Sagittarius and this is a club of Sagittarians. There isn't a fucking Milky Way in the first place. We're Mandela affected. We know that now. We know that now. I'm not even calling myself an original Orion anymore after that. It's made me think. Do you know what I mean? Stop having the divide between us. Everything's about frigging division. Stop. Stop with the division. Stop with we're this arm of it and we're that arm of it. We are all Mandela affected. It doesn't matter where we think we originally came from. We didn't come from there, did we? Because it wasn't real, was it? Because all this is showing us what is real. And it shows us that what we thought was real isn't real at all. So stop with the divisions, please. It's mainly Sagittarius. I believe in a flat earth. I believe in a globe. It doesn't matter. There is no Milky Way. There is no Milky Way. There is no space. There is no NASA going off into space and sending probes out there. You're not from the Sagittarius arm. I'm not from the Orion arm. Fuck knows where we are. Fuck knows where we're from. Fuck knows where we're going. None of us know. But we really have to stop this division shit. I mean, it's got to me today. Well, it hasn't really got to me. It's just like, what's got to me is the fact that I've suddenly realised we're grouping off into sections even where we come from in the Milky Way. It doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter. Please at one time I wanted to get everybody to understand it isn't just people from the Milky Way that have moved here to Orion. But what I really now want people to understand is we never came from there in the first place. It's not real. I don't think it ever was. How can it be? Because what we're going through now, the reality of unreality, proves to us that what we came from and what we thought we knew was bollocks and lies. Bollocks and lies. So please stop with the division and stop with the thinking that the world is what we thought it was, because it isn't. We're not a globe bobbing around in space, having developed over billions of years. In fact, the Mandela effect has actually made me think that the Earth's flat, and it's actually, been made the way it was described in the Bible. That's what being Mandela affected has done to me. I'm not expecting you to be a flat earther, but what I am expecting is to think about these things. There is no Milky Way. There is no round globe Earth bobbing about, developing over evolution over billions of years. Things pop into existence like that. Excuse me, or they seep. They seep in over a few days. But it shows us that we're not on some arm of somewhere called the Milky Way. And it keeps changing on Google as to where we are in it anyway. So what does it matter where we originally came from or where we thought we originally came from? All we know is reality as we knew it has changed. And it's changed everything. Everything. So much so that I've become a frigging flat earther. I never thought I would. But it makes you have to look at everything differently. So yes, we cling on to our memories because it's who we are. It's our memories of our loved ones and our learning, everything we've learned and watched and our culture and all the shared things that we have that matter, not the things that divide us. We have to think about things in a more logical way now. In amongst all this illogical shit going on. But stop waffling on about bollocks because there clearly isn't a Milky Way. Because this is all an illusion that's changing every minute. Anyway, that's what I think about that. It just made me think even the bloody Milky Way doesn't exist. And yet I was busy saying earlier on that we're up and down the Milky Way more than a horse draws are up and down. Do you know? And then here I am. That's made me think even deeper. There isn't a Milky Way, is there? For us to argue about where we came from and be a gang of. That's really just hit me. Makes you think all the time, this Mandela effect. It never stops being in your head. Never stops making you think. Please don't stop making you think. Please continue to question. And double question and question yourself. That's what it's all about. The lessons we have to learn. And for me today, I learned that there isn't a bloody Milky Way, is there? Okay, lovely people. It's very, very silly o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to love you and leave you till next time. To all of you, whether you're Mandela affected or not.